Well, gCADPlus gives you an opportunity to bring image files into the drawing editor. To demonstrate, I'm going to go File and New, and I'll just choose No Template. If you have an image file from your graphic designer, or you've done a screen grab of a website with a logo that you want to copy, you can bring in an image file. And that's done by Draw, Raster Image, and we can add an image. When we pick that option, I'm looking here at the desktop, and I've got a couple of JPG files, a couple of GIF, or one GIF file and one PNG file. So you can see gCADPlus can import a wide variety of image files. If I click here, and you'll see a very large list, long list of different image file formats. So you should be able to bring almost anything in to the gCADPlus environment. So let's bring this logo in, and we get a preview of it, and we're going to insert it. And because I've got this little box ticked, I can specify its size on the screen. Now all images, including images of plant species, are put into the environment in this way. So I just click and drag out. I can pick the size of this by getting its properties on the left hand side, and it currently, its width is 40, and I can make it's 40 point something or other, 30 point something or other. I like these to be whole names, so I've just sized it ever so slightly. So now I can use it as a base and trace over. So I'll put a new image there, blow away the image file, and we'll have a brand new logo that will load and display quickly and use very little space. Well, once you've gained a little confidence with inserting raster images, I think at this stage it's worth experimenting with bringing in some much more meaningful image files. So what I'll do is go Format and Layouts, and I'll create a layout on an A2 piece of paper. So I click here and change my paper size to A2, because most clients like to get a large format print of your design. So I'll say OK. So OK again. And if we look down here on the page, I'll take the opportunity before we do that to just remove the image file. I'll assume that you can trace over that. We go to the layout and right click and zoom extents. There's a layout. Now your design will appear in the middle of the page in a zone that's called a floating viewport, and here it is. What I want to demonstrate is that you can use exactly the same technique and go Draw, Raster Image. We can add a new one, and I've put on the desktop one of a eucalypt. So let's imagine that we've used a eucalypt in the design, so we can insert it into the design. Probably worth putting the grid on and setting the grid, but that's probably going to complicate things for the moment. So I'll just do that, and if we zoom in, you can see that we're displaying on an A2 size layout sheet an image of perhaps one of the species used in the design. So this is very powerful. You can make layout sheets of all of the specimens that you've used in your design. So I've added a few more images, and now of course you're going to say, well, I don't want to print an A2 size sheet and give that to the client. But from layout you can print any size sheet you want and reduce it, so there'd be not a problem to take this layout and go File and Print, and then instead of, we'll pick Qt PDF Writer, and we can pick not an A2 sheet, but we could print it on, say, an A3 sheet or even A4 if we wanted to. So we'd get a high resolution print on an A4 sheet, and that becomes a PDF file, and it's very easy to email that to the client. So although the sheet is nominally A2, you can generate a PDF from it and print any size. You can even take it to a copy center and print any size that you want.